Hey, welcome to this week's episode of Topical English Vocabulary with me, teacher Tiffany. In this week's episode, we are going to dive deeper into the topic of human rights. And you are going to learn 5 important English vocabulary words that will help you speak English confidently and fluently about this topic. This is something that is important for you as an English learner, living in the times that we're living in, to be able to speak about. So, are you ready for the lesson? Well then, I'm teacher Tiffany. Let's jump right in. All right, so again, this lesson is all about human rights. So our very first English vocabulary word is discrimination. Good. Again, discrimination. Excellent. Last time after me. Discrimination. Great job. All right. This term discrimination, again, a very important word for you to understand in order to speak about human rights. It literally just refers to the unfair treatment of a person or group based on characteristics such as race, gender, or religion. Again, treating someone in a certain way that's negative because of their race, because of their gender, or because of what they believe, their religion. This is called discrimination. For example, let's say you have a store, and this is what happened back in the 60s here in America, when discrimination against black people, I am black, I am African American, discrimination against black people caused store owners. White store owners would not let black people in their stores, or white restaurant owners would not let blacks into their restaurants. So this was discrimination because of the color of an individual's skin. Because of an individual's race, they were treated a certain way. And this happens still now in certain places, right? Where someone is treated unfairly because of their race, not just in America, in other parts of the world as well. So we understand the word discrimination. Let's check out the example sentences. Here's the first one. Discrimination in the workplace is illegal in many countries. Next. She felt she was being discriminated against because of her age. And finally, fighting discrimination is crucial for achieving equality. Again, this term, the very first term we have, again, after me, is discrimination. Very good. All right, so let's move on to our second word, our second vocabulary word related to the topic of human rights. Here we go. Our second vocabulary word after me is persecution. Good. Again, persecution. Excellent. Last time after me. Persecution. Great job. Now, this term persecution, it literally just refers to the systematic mistreatment or punishment of an individual or group. Again, the systematic mistreatment or punishment of an individual or a group. Now, the second definition, if we're using it as a verb, is to mistreat or punish someone systematically. Similar meaning, same meaning. All right. So again, treating someone unfairly and you're actually punishing them. This is called persecution. Think about the history of our world, the religious wars, right, that happened many years ago. One group was persecuting another group because of their beliefs. This is called persecution. So let's check out these example sentences using this term persecution. Here we go. The very first example sentence is, religious persecution is a major human rights concern in some countries. Maybe this is an issue in your country right now, right? Again, the term is persecution. Here's the second example sentence. The minority group faced ongoing persecution from the government. And finally, The refugees fled their country to escape persecution. You got it, right? Yes. Excellent. All right. So we have 2 words so far about this topic of human rights. Our very first word again. Ooh, excellent. Yes. Discrimination. Good. Our second vocabulary word. Excellent. Persecution. Very good. All right. Now let's move on to our third vocabulary word related to the topic of human rights. I want you to repeat after me. Asylum. Good. Again. Asylum. Excellent. Last time after me. Asylum. Great job. Now, this term asylum, it literally just refers to protection granted by a country to someone who has left their own country as a refugee. Again, protection granted by a country to someone who has left their own country as a refugee. So I want you to think about it like this. If you are living in a country where war breaks out, and you need to flee your country because it's dangerous for you and your family, and you decide to, let's say, come to America, you're seeking asylum. Again, you're seeking protection from our country because you had to leave your own country as a refugee. You got it? Excellent. Very good. All right. Now, you'll notice again, if you're watching this, that there's a second definition as well. So I want to remind you that everything I'm teaching you actually is included in the free emails I send out from Sunday to Friday. If you want the emails, and each email includes 5 new, you guessed it, English vocabulary words about a specific topic. All you have to do is go to www.dailyenglishvocabulary.com. Once again, www.dailyenglishvocabulary.com. You can follow along and you can see it in your email each day from Sunday to Friday. So let's check out the example sentences for the word asylum. Here's the first example sentence. Many countries offer asylum to refugees fleeing violence and persecution. Next. She applied for asylum in a neighboring country. And finally, the right to seek asylum is protected by international law. So once again, our third word is asylum. Very good. All right, what was our first word? Ooh, excellent job. Yes, discrimination. Our second word? Excellent. Yes. Persecution. And our third word? You got it. Asylum. Excellent. All right. Now let's move on to our fourth word. Remember, we're speaking about human rights. So I want you to repeat after me. Refugee. Good. Again, refugee. Excellent. Last time after me. Refugee. Great job. Now, what is a refugee? A refugee is literally a person who has been forced to leave their country because of war, persecution, or natural disaster. In other words, a refugee is someone who is seeking asylum. You got that right? Yes, our third vocabulary word was asylum. And a refugee, our fourth vocabulary word, now refers to an individual seeking asylum, an individual who has been forced to leave their country because of war, persecution, or natural disaster. You got it? Excellent. All right, let's check out the example sentences. Here's the very first example sentence. Millions of people around the world are refugees. Next, sentence number 2. The country is struggling to accommodate the influx of refugees. And finally, providing aid to refugees is a humanitarian responsibility. You got it? Yes. So again, our fourth vocabulary word, refugee. Very good. What did we learn first? What was our first vocabulary word? Excellent. The first vocabulary word, discrimination. Very good. Second vocabulary word? Excellent. Persecution. Third vocabulary word? Yes, asylum. Fourth vocabulary word? Excellent. Refugee. Good. It's important to reiterate, emphasize, and repeat over and over again so that when you speak about this topic of human rights, you'll remember each of the 5 vocabulary words we're going over. Now, the 5th vocabulary word is another important one. I want you to repeat after me. Equality. Good. Again, equality. Excellent. One more time after me. Equality. Great job. Now, this term equality literally just refers to the state of all people being equal in status, rights, and opportunities. In other words, no one person is better than someone else. We are all equal. Men, women, older people, younger people, we're all equal. This is what equality means. Again, the state of all, not some, but all people being equal in status, rights, and opportunities. In English, we say equality. All right, so let's check out the first example sentence. Here we go. Equality is a core principle of human rights. Next, the law guarantees equality for all citizens. And finally, achieving gender equality remains a major challenge in many societies. You got it? Excellent. All right, so again, number 5 after me is equality. Good. All right, do you remember what the first vocabulary word was? Ooh, excellent. Yes, the first one again, discrimination. Number 2? Excellent. Number 2, persecution. Number 3? Excellent. Asylum. Number 4, yes, refugee. And number 5, excellent. Number 5, we have equality. Very good. Now it's time for us to listen to and read a paragraph. This paragraph is going to be about human rights, and it's going to include each of the vocabulary words we went over throughout this lesson. So I want you to listen closely and see if you can recognize each of the vocabulary words and understand the meaning, how they are used. Here we go. The concept of human rights is fundamental for creating a just and peaceful world. It ensures everyone, regardless of background, deserves basic rights like equality and the freedom from discrimination. Sadly, many people face persecution and violence in their home countries, forcing them to become refugees. These refugees seek asylum, protection offered by another nation, to escape and rebuild their lives in safety. Understanding human rights allows us to advocate for these vulnerable people and work towards a world where everyone is treated with dignity and respect. I honestly like this paragraph a lot. Again, you saw each of the vocabulary words that we learned today: equality, discrimination, persecution, refugees, asylum. But the message of the paragraph is also so deep. Human rights is an issue that will be discussed for years to come. And now you, as an English learner, have the tools, the 5 vocabulary words you need to speak about it with confidence and fluently. My friend, I hope you truly enjoyed this topical English vocabulary lesson. Again, each day from Sunday to Friday, I send out an email for free with 5 new vocabulary words on a different topic each day to help you achieve your English goals. All you have to do is go to www.dailyenglishvocabulary.com. I can't wait to talk to you again. Until then, remember to speak English.